you call 'em, what you doing tonight? Hope you're in the mood because I'm feeling just right.
Hi, I'm Loren Hulber, and Alan's going to stripe my 1931 Ford stake bed pickup truck. This is an extraordinarily rare truck. It was delivered by Ford in exactly the configuration that you see. It was a service and utility truck, and as we tour the truck, I'll show you some of the very unique things about it. The most significant thing in its background is this truck was owned for many, many years by Loren Green, the actor of Bonanza fame, and it was purchased from his estate 2 years ago when we began a very extensive restoration. 2 years in restoration. The truck is literally just finished now, and its first stop is here with Alan Johnson so he could stripe it. Let me show you a little bit about the truck. The oak bed has been totally reproduced as it was delivered from the Ford Motor Company in 1931. 1931, of course, was during the Depression, and the sales of the Model A had dropped by 2/3 from 1928 and 29 to 1931. So this was the last of this vintage before they moved into the new look. This is a reflector bar that would have been used when the truck was utilized as a service truck. And down here is a tool chest, and I have all of the original tools that were delivered new with this truck. The interior is restored and original. It has a wood ceiling on the bottom of the roof of the truck. The window ledges are all the actual original wood. The handles and the hardware are all original to the truck. It's been totally restored from the front end. Again, all original or reproduction Ford Model A parts to be totally authentic. The original mirrors for the truck, the original visor for the truck, the original cab for the truck. Here, original road flares. These are literally the original road flares that would have been used when the truck was a utility and service vehicle. And again, they've been totally restored. These would have been used when the truck was a service truck. It would have been put by the side of the road. The reflector bar would have been raised, and this winch on the back of the truck would have been used to raise and elevate anything heavy that had to be put into the bed of the truck that needed to be taken in for service. My wife Jody and I purchased this truck so she could use it with her farm market activities. My wife is a very big organic gardener. She raises heritage apples. She's a beekeeper, fancy breed chickens, and organic produce. And so Alan Johnson's going to create some beautiful historic signs for the side of the truck in addition to striping it in just his magnificent style to help our local community get their farmers market better established. The park is very excited about having the truck, and it's going to be exhibited and displayed right out front of the market as an attraction to promote buying local, buying farm to table kinds of organic products. This is probably going to be the creme de la creme of our collection from a graphic standpoint. I hope you enjoy this truck as much as we will, and we hope to see you at the McCungie Farmers Market. Thanks. The restoration was completed by Blast from the Past Street Rods in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Bill and Dave Borneman run just a fantastic shop there. They've done work on a number of my street rods, and they finished this one out literally today, and I immediately drove it here to Alan Johnson so he could do the striping work. I've got quite a number of vehicles. I'm a bit of a car collector, and AJ has done the striping on almost all of them, and everybody absolutely raves about it. And that's why he's the only person I would ever let touch this one-off truck.
Romancing with the blue attitude. You've got to do some dancing to get in the mood. Sister, what you call 'em, that's a timely idea. Something swing-a-dilla would be good to my ear. Everybody must agree that dancing has charm.
AJ, we're just talking about the differences between this 31 Model A and this 32 or Deuce, as it's fondly called. One of the big differences is this had a lot of wood in the interior construction. So the actual roof of this truck is wood, and it's a wooden frame, and the vinyl overlay is put over it. There's wood roof inside the cab, wood panels here on the door sills. So there was a lot of wood other than the stake bed that was used in the construction of these cars. When they did the Deuce in 32, this was really a design theme that Edsel Ford, Henry's son, was really the creator of. And if you begin to look at some of the differences between them, you'll see the radiator is much higher than the radiator on this. The original engine in a Model A was a 4-cylinder flathead, And this was the first Ford V8. This was the flathead V8 that Henry Ford introduced, and it was revolutionary for its time because literally V8 engines would cost 10 times what this car cost, and Henry Ford revolutionized the automobile by putting the flathead V8 in the first Deuce Roadsters. And the car was, you know, overall larger. The steel roof replaced the wood framework, and the Deuce became obviously the icon of Ford Motor Company. Although the Model A is always a car that everybody has loved, and I've always been fond of the look. I think it just has a kind of a special look if you look at the front of the Model A that I certainly admire from design.
Wheels spotted when you're in the mood. Be alive and get the jive. You got to learn how. Hip, hip, hip. You're hip like a hipper full of pep, pep, pep. You're hot as a pepper and you step, step, step. Step, step like a stepper. We're mugging.